Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Darrow here with another Options in Play video update. Last time we got together, we talked about calendars, okay? And one of the things that came up with calendars is, or one of the things that we were discussing when it came up with calendars was this setup that pops up every once in a while with really high implied premiums on short-term options on the overall indices, right? That could arise for a couple reasons. Whether there's the overall volatility has just been elevated across the market, and then you could have shorter term options with high premiums, or if you have a big expected event, then the short term options could also have high premium too, right? And the latter is the case this week. We have basically the who's who of mega cap tech names reporting um, throughout the next few days, and by Friday we'll have all of them reporting, right? So just an absolutely massive week for tech. About 40% of the weighting of just 5 names of the Q's reports over the next 72 hours. So just a crazy stretch. Now, what's interesting about this and how it ties into calendars is the idea of implied premium, right? So looking at the straddle for this week, earlier this morning it was close to 6. So Friday expiration of July 30th, it was close to about 6 points. It's come down a little bit, a little more in the range of like 575, 560. That's for Thursday, Friday, excuse me, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? So after today. So 4 sessions after today. Interestingly, the August 20th, okay, so those are contracts that expire 3 weeks after this Friday. They're only pricing in a little over 12, so about 12, anywhere from like 12.25 to 12 and a half, okay? So a little bit less than 50% of the move for the next month on those contracts is priced for this week. Okay, so let's say a little bit under 6, maybe like 575 ish for the next 4 days, or for the next 19 days, it's only priced in a little over 12. Right, so you can see what I mean when I say that like these short-term contracts can get really elevated. So you have this scenario where basically half of the contract, the August 20th expiration contract, is priced over like the next 4 days, right? So if you're of the opinion that tech has had some crazy run, some really nice runs like Apple, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, and there might not be like a ton of volatility this week, well, that might set up a scenario for a calendar spread, right? Where you say that like premiums are too high. I don't think they're going to move that much, but then you have the next 3 weeks to see a move, right? So it's short the near term, long the longer term, right? Because what you're looking for is less of a move than options anticipate this week, relatively high priced in move, and then more of a resumption or more of a move over the next 3 weeks as those contracts or as the cues, whether they pick a direction to the upside or the downside, they start to move over the next 3 weeks and get more extended um, move in one direction, right? And then the way the calendar works is that if it doesn't move enough for the short portion of the triangle or the short portion of the spread, then that expires, and then you're just with the long portion, right? So these are debit ideas; they're not credit. You're not naked, right? You're not collecting premium. You're laying out premium, but they could be an interesting idea if you're looking at the options or you're looking at the stocks this week on some of these mega caps and thinking, oh wow, these have had some really big moves. I don't necessarily think they're going to move that much. Well, then maybe take a look at Qs too, because it could be setting up something interesting with like the short term and longer term option dynamic. All right. So if you like this video and you're looking for more information about trading events with options, or more information about this option pricing and private premiums, please follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options in play. Hope you have a wonderful night. Stay well, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.